Not every customer is your customer. You got to put that in your head. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you guys like what you see, which I know you will, please make sure you press the subscribe button that's down below, as well as the bell notification, so you guys are notified every single time that I post a new video. Now, before we get right into the video, the reason why you guys click this video, I'm gonna style my hair real quick for this video. I'm just not sure how I want to style this. Now this is a unit that I did get from Megalook Hair. I think I uploaded a full tutorial on how I actually installed this unit and how, you know, it was styled and stuff like that. If you guys are interested in that video, I'll probably link it somewhere down below. If I already uploaded it, well, most likely I probably am already gonna upload it, so I'm gonna link it in the description bar down below, or I'm gonna put it somewhere on the eye so you guys can go ahead and check that full installation video, because this is just gonna be me just trying to style it in a sense so I can, you know, start on with my next video. So I might just go ahead and just do a middle part. Yeah, I might go ahead and just do a buzz down middle part. So I'm going to just go ahead and just do a buzz down the middle, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my hot comb so I can hot comb everything out. You guys, this hair is so freaking soft. Like from it being bleached and everything, it's extremely soft and it's really full. Like most of the time when I get straight wigs from different companies, most of the time they're like 150% density, and they're very how can I put it, they're very thin, but not this one. This one has really good density to it, I think, honestly. If hopefully I'm not wrong. If I am, just check the description bar down below, but I'm pretty sure this is like 180% density. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just going section by section so I can make sure that the everything else lays really flat. I don't know if you guys can tell. You see how by me going through the different sections, how the overall hair just is more flatter. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other part. All right, so we're gonna go in with our wax stick just so we can take care of any flyaways from the hair. Then we're gonna quickly just flat iron it a little bit so it could be very smooth. All right, so and then I know you guys can see that my part kind of has a little bit, I did kind of over bleach it, so we're gonna quickly fix that. All right, and then we're gonna just seal everything off with some spray, and then we are good to go. Again, like I said, all the information about this unit will be in the description bar down below, so you guys can go ahead and check out. Again, this hair was from the company Megalook Hair, and yeah, and now we're gonna hop into the reason why you guys press into the this video. All right, keep on watching. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of like a quick video because it's basically just me just answering a question that I got from someone that watched my video. I'm not sure if she's a subscriber, I'm hoping she is, but she basically asked me underneath the a question underneath the video, and I was gonna respond to it, but I felt like it was gonna be a little bit too much typing to do, and I felt like it was a very like it was a very good question. So I'm like, why not just make a video and just answer the question, you know, fully and stuff like that. So what she basically asked was, how did I feel? Hold on, let me open my phone. She asked me, how did I feel about Chinese vendors, hair vendors raising their prices and making them basically the same amount as American vendors. Now we all know we still, like, even though things are slowly like kind of getting back to normal, and you know, in some places masks aren't mandatory, and you know, things are opening back up. Honestly, almost every month I ask my vendor when the border is going to be open, like when the border is going to open, and honestly she just never really have an answer for me. I'm not sure when they're gonna open. I don't know if they're ever gonna open. I don't know why they're not still open. But yeah, so we're still dealing with that, with the border still being closed. But yeah, in the midst of that, we all know that a lot of these vendors have been hiring up their prices, and you guys, and that was the first wave. Now recently my vendor actually raised their price twice within that year that they've been hiring their prices. And yes, I have, you know, I have thought about, you know, looking for other vendors and stuff like that. And actually this is one of the responses to that question. If your current vendor is raising their prices on the bundles as the same as the American price, what do? You either A, find a new vendor, or B, raise your prices. And it's literally that simple. It's that simple. If you're in the hair industry, like I said, a lot of these vendors are raising their prices. Now if you already have like established relationship with your vendor, which I do, I didn't want to just leave the vendor. I mean, I can clearly, yeah, go ahead and look for another vendor that probably is good quality and still, you know, and still provide good quality and have lower prices. I can go ahead and do that. I mean, it is, granted, it is going to be like a whole process and stuff like that. You got to look through different vendors and all that extra stuff. You can do that. I mean, then it's going to be worth it. You're going to have a good profit margin because, you know, because you were able to lower your prices with your vendor. But with me, I kind of stuck with her mainly because, like I said, we kind of have like a long-term relationship. Like I kind of been with my vendor for about a year and a half. Yeah, I've been with her for like about a year and a half. So I kind of already, you know, developed a good like relationship with her. So I mean, yes, granted, it's annoying that she keeps raising her prices, but then you actually have to think about it as in like a business perspective. Yes, we're not really seeing what's happening in China. Just because we keep seeing them raise their prices over there might be increasing as well. Like you guys know that in the first wave, when, you know, the border did close, they had to increase those prices mainly to get things back, to keep being able to provide hair to like US businesses like us. So like you really have to think about it as like in a, I guess, in a business state in a sense, because that's how I kind of look at it. Yes, she raised her prices and stuff like that, but they probably have to, because their materials and stuff like that is getting expensive. Now, like I said, one thing that I would question is a lot of people have been saying, well, a few people DM me saying that yes, their vendor is raising their prices, but their quality is like, you know, not getting worse. I know y'all been through, if you are like a hair seller, I know you've been through where all the knots were shitty, the laces was shitty, like you was getting these big ass knots. Granted, some people are still providing big ass knots and stuff like that. When those things start to happen, that's when you really need to look into getting a new vendor. Like you can't have your prices going up and you have bad quality hair. Like that does not add up. I mean, in a sense of when that does happen, you could either communicate that with your vendor, saying, hey, this is not the same quality as I used to get, and I understand that you know, we're going through a pandemic, but if you're gonna hire the price on me, at least make sure that the quality is consistent. And I kind of had an issue with that with my vendor, but that was way in the beginning, and I already communicated that with her. Like her quality, it's been like kind of iffy, and honestly, you guys, that's all you have to say to them. And after you say that to them, I mean, it's sad that you have to say that to them because yes, why are you guys changing the quality? But honestly, if you have a good vendor and you have a good relationship with your vendor, if you know if you say these concerns with your vendor, most of the time they're just gonna make sure they look out for you, like make sure that they always provide you, you know, steady quality and not bring you bad quality one day and bad quality the next day. And I really remember when, like I said, the knots were really big. Like now she's doing amazing with the big knots. Like I just had to express to her, like, look, these knots, they too big. These knots are way too big and I can't do anything with that. And it took her like a couple of tries, 1 or 2. Sometimes you just gotta stick it out, because I know that my vendor have really good hair. Before the pandemic, like the quality of my vendor is amazing. So I know that they have good quality hair. So sometimes you just you gotta stick it out with them. You gotta stick it out with them until they get it right. And honestly, she has been getting it right. She's been sending me small knots and everything. So but yeah, and then when it comes to just answering that overall question, because I know I've been, you know, all over the place, but to answer that is either A, simply change your vendor, find one that's cheaper, because there's always going to be one that's cheaper. I'm sorry guys, my AC just turned on, but there's millions of vendors out there. So I'm pretty sure if you are willing to, you know, invest some money in actually, you know, finding a new vendor, most likely you will find a vendor that is cheaper and that will still provide you quality hair. Or B, you can go ahead and just raise your prices, and that it just is what it is. You got to raise your prices. Your vendor raise your prices, you got to raise your prices. I mean, are you trying to make a profit? It really is what it is. And I'm telling you guys this cutthroat like this mainly because I had to tell myself this as well, because in a sense of I felt bad that I'm raising my prices so high for my customers. Like I was raising it, like I had to do like a good what, $50 to $100 more. So in my head I'm just like, damn, that's a lot of money. Like are these people still gonna shop with me? Are they still gonna support me? But yeah, like all these questions kept going through my head. But then I had to think about it as in a business perspective. Yes, there might be some people that don't, you know, support me or don't shop with me anymore, but the people that do still support me or just find me and stuff like that, they're gonna be willing to pay that money. Okay, if you guys want good quality, if they want the good quality, if you have good quality, they're not gonna question it. I mean, granted, some people are gonna question your prices. They're gonna be like, why are your prices so high? You're always gonna have people like that, but there's really gonna be people that are gonna be understanding. Just make sure before, when you do raise the prices, every time I do raise my prices, I always make sure that I do a announcement to my customers, just so they could be prepared and not just raise the prices out of nowhere and then the customers are like, when did this was that much? Why is this that much? Like they'll already be prepared. They'll know that, okay, yeah, okay, you're raising your prices and stuff like that. I'll be prepared for next time. I know that X, Y, and Z. And that's really your diehard loyal supporters. They're not gonna have anything to say, honestly. They're just gonna keep supporting you because they know you provide good service. They know you provide good quality hair. So it just is what it is. Just make sure you announce it to them. And if some people stay, they stay. If some people go, they go. Just know that if those customers that do go, just know that those were just not your customers. Not every customer is your customer. You got to put that in your head. And when you think about it now, since those customers are leaving, now since your prices are what they are, you're probably going to get even better customers. You're going to get customers that are willing to pay the price. And that's really what I'm seeing right now. Like even though I raised my price, I still see customers, they're still purchasing my $400, $500 wig. Like, and eventually I'm probably gonna have to raise my price a little bit more, but I don't want to just go ahead and just like switch the prices like that. Just be strategic when you do raise your prices. And like I said, when it comes to the vendor, they raise their prices, raise your prices as well. And if you don't want to raise your prices, child, just go ahead and just find a new vendor. It just is what it is. And honestly, I'm still waiting to see when these borders is gonna open, because I mean, like, granted, my knots have been good, so like my hair quality been good and stuff like that, so I'm not really complaining. But like, I still want to know when they're gonna open back up, because I mean, and then I also have questions of when they do open back up, are these vendors gonna go back to normal price? Like I asked my vendor this before, but she didn't really answer the question. But like all these questions, they need responses. But But yeah, that's the answer to that question. Like, let me know in the comments down below if you guys are went through any of those issues, or if you guys have ever thought about that, like raising your prices. Or, and then I also even heard of people just stop selling hair altogether, mainly because they were getting bad the really big knots. Like, are you really about to close your business? All you have to do is just put a little bit more work and just find a new vendor, or just make sure you communicate with your vendor. Tell them that, hey, I can't do this big knot vendor, I can't give these to my customers. So but yeah, like, I was seeing a lot of people just stop selling hair and stuff like that. You guys, when you have a business, you just gotta put the work in, honestly. I mean, I'm still learning this, because I'm telling you guys this, but I'm still learning this myself. But you just gotta put the work in and just keep going, keep raising your prices. Especially make sure, if you are raising your prices, make sure that your customer service, your service, your product, everything that you're providing is up to par with that price that you're adding on to your services and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope I answered that question clearly. I know it was all over the place, but I know you guys see that I'm back with these little, you see my little background. You know, I'm back with the little business videos. I did stop them for a little bit because I really didn't want to confuse my audience with so much different content on my channel. But honestly, like I said in my other videos, it's my channel. I'm gonna post whatever I want to post. People are gonna watch whatever they want to watch. If y'all want to watch it, if y'all want to support, go ahead. If y'all don't, I don't know what to tell you, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you comment anything down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 20K. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you loves in the next one. Bye.